Hey everybody, it's your friend Lance here, and today I am doing a painting and I am using the Catalyst Wedge, and I wanted to do this for a while and I was turned on to kind of being and feeling inspired to use the Catalyst Wedge by my friend Tiffany Remine. I've seen her videos where she does chaos Dutch pours and how beautifully she uses the Catalyst Wedge, and it really is inspiring. And then I was turned on to Color Me Zaw, which is someone that she had watched, and he is an artist that does amazing things with the Catalyst Wedge, and so he is also my inspiration for this. And I tried to mix my paints the way he does. He uses the Liquitex paints, what he says in his description, and mixes them with water only. And so I did this, but I'm a little out of my depth mixing with water only with these paints, and like how much paint to use and what consistency do I need and that whole kind of thing. So I try to do my best with this. This is my first attempt, so you can learn along with me. This is going to be a learning video. I am not very adept at this at all, and you'll see that. But I think that you can learn kind of from my set of mistakes that I do throughout this video, but it's fun. Like, I like doing paintings like this and doing videos like this because it's fun to play and to do something that you haven't really done before, and then to show other people that, you know, you can learn along with me. And I'm not showing you that I am the master of the Catalyst Wedge at all, but I am showing you kind of where I start. So I plan to do more videos using the Catalyst Wedge, but this is a starting video. And I really have to say I loved this initial pour. I kind of would like to have stopped there because I thought it was kind of pretty. But the whole objective of this was to use my Catalyst Wedge, but I really liked how that got blown off, and then I spun it around, and kind of the pretty kind of gradations of color that happened there looked really beautiful to me. But this is a video about using the Catalyst Wedge, so I am going to try to use my Catalyst Wedge, and I didn't feel like I had enough paint down, so I'm putting more paint down and blowing it out, just because I know you can really dig into the canvas very easily with the Catalyst Wedge. So if there's too little paint on there, I think it's just going to be, you know, a digging fest into the canvas. So I tried to blow out some more paint with my blow dryer in hopes that when I try to use the Catalyst Wedge, it won't be so, you know, easily that I'm digging into the canvas.
Wanna be the person that you call up when you're down. Wanna be the first who knows all of your deepest secrets. Can I be the one who wakes you up before you missed your ride? Cause I wanna be close to you, and I wanna show you something new. You gotta know, every day I got your back, yeah, you can count on me for that. So put your hand in mine, I will be there every day. When you're sick of the climb, I will make sure it's okay.
Yeah, oops. I did get down into that canvas. So you can see how easy it is to dig into that canvas. And so there I am again. I'm going to put some more paint down. You'll see this quite a bit throughout this video. And blowing it out and trying to coat the canvas a little bit more, and just making sure that there's enough consistency of paint on there where I can hold it at the right angle to the canvas, because you have to hold that Catalyst Wedge at a pretty steep angle to the canvas not to dig it into the canvas. And there's weight to it because it's, you know, a silicone kind of voluminous Catalyst Wedge. Like, the wedge is not just a flat piece of plastic, it's got some volume to it. And so you really have to be very precise at the angle that you're holding it, and once you start to move, you've got to move. Like, you cannot second guess what you're doing with the stroke, or you're going to end up with a lot of jaggedy kind of waves. So here I am learning, and so obviously here this is too much. Like, I mean, come on. I was just kind of trying to play around and see what will happen, and I didn't know whether to cry or to get really angry. So I just decide, okay, I'm just going to go plan B here, try it one last time. I go to wipe off my Catalyst Wedge, and I'm like, I'm gonna put a shit ton of paint down now and see if that helps. And I'm gonna really try to blow this out and spin it and see if I get some interesting shapes that I could move this Catalyst Wedge. I'm trying to now decide what kind of pattern I'm gonna use with this Catalyst Wedge. I want my strokes to be broad and smooth and quick and rounded. And I'm going to have to just kind of go, when I decide to put it down at the angle, I'm going to have to go in a broad stroke and be quick and kind of go with God. That's kind of what you got to do. And I've also learned, I called my good friend Tiffany Remine and talked to her about this after I was done. I have learned that once you get enough paint down, you have to not worry too much. If you just do a broad, quick, swoopy stroke that is smooth, if there's a little bit of canvas there, it's not going to stay, looking like you've dug into it. The paints will kind of come back in and fall in on it a little bit, and so you don't really have to worry so much about that, as long as you're holding it at the right angle, kind of that right angle to the canvas, very flat angle to the canvas. And so here I am doing some more strokes, and I feel like I'm getting better with the composition here, with what I was trying to do. So I'm liking this better. If you watch Color Me Zaw, he does some things similar to this. Obviously, he does them amazingly, so much better than what I'm doing here. But I did like what I was doing now. And if you look at that green portion there in that corner, that's my favorite part of the whole thing. I really love that. And actually, that's the thing that I closed up on for my thumbnail. And so I was getting some stuff that I liked better now, after playing with it for a while. So, you just got to play with these things, and experience and trial and error really are the best teachers. It does. It just takes time and trying and trying again. So I was starting to really like this better, and as you can see there, though, I'm taking, and Tiffany even said you could do this sometimes, and I told her, yeah, I actually ended up doing this in the video, taking a little bit of the paint on my popsicle stick and filling in the line on my stir stick, and then what I do is I take a skewer and I go through those lines so that they're finer as well, so it's dragging some of that indigo blue color through there, and then it makes it a little less, jarring, or blends in a little bit more with the initial swoop lines of what you've tried to do with the Catalyst Wedge. So there are ways to kind of fix things. Now, Tiffany did tell me a really, really good idea that I wish I had thought of to begin with to do this. I used that indigo blue color. She said if you paint your canvas the initial color that is like a darker color or a solid color that is in the colors that you're using, you're not going to run into seeing the white of the canvas, and it's going to be a little bit more forgiving. So that's a great pro tip. I thought, oh my God, I wish I could have done that. I should have done that in the first place. But anyway, that's a great tip from Tiffany. And as I said, I'm going to leave in the description box links to Tiffany and her channel, and links to Color Me Zaw, so you can check them out. And I am on the acrylic crazy train. And Frosty Eye Candy, The Joy of Pouring, starts us off at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. He is followed by Darren with Venom Fluid Art at 6:05 Eastern Standard Time. And Darren's followed by Christy at Creations by Christy at 6:25 p.m. And Sheldon of Shell Rock Art follows Christy at 6:45 p.m. Following Sheldon is Britt Clayton Design at 7:05 p.m. and she's followed by Charmaine with Alchemy Attitude Artistry at 7:25 p.m. And that leads us to me, the Caboose, at Pouring Together with Lance Travis at 7:45 p.m. Please go back and watch anybody that you've missed, and I know it's going to be a crazy fun train ride, and I'll leave links to everybody's videos in my description box, so please go back and check those out. Now, as you can see here, I'm wrapping up and I am taking it in. And as I said, this is a learning curve. I am just starting out trying to learn how to use the Catalyst Wedge and what it will do, and my paint consistencies, but I really had fun playing with this, and I hope you had fun playing along with me. There are sections that I really love of this painting, and so yeah, all in all, I was really satisfied with it being my very first time. And I want to urge everybody to kind of do that. Maybe get a Catalyst Wedge. I got mine off Amazon, and it's very fun to play with. And, sometimes it's just fun to do a painting that just is fun and playful, and you're learning new things along the way. So, yeah, I urge you all to try your hand at this. It's very fun. And I like the colors kind of that I decided to use with this. Not my normal color palette, but I really love that green, that kind of vibrant, like neon green. And as you can see here, this was my favorite portion of it. And this is what I use for my thumbnails, and I thought it was kind of beautiful. And as you can see here, I love the way that would look as a painting. And I want to thank you for hanging out with me and for watching. And please come back and see me again. Visit my channel real soon for some more fun pouring together.